here again on IceTime.TV, and I'm pleased to say I've been joined by Devils player coach Andrew Lord. And Andrew, before we go into the hockey side, how's life out in Vancouver right now?
It's good. Yeah, we stole your weather from you. It's gorgeous. It was about over 30 for 3 days, and then since I think the last 2 or 3 days, it's been about 25 to 27. So yeah, it's warm. We got fortunately we have a little portable AC unit here next to my workstation. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble.
So what's your sort of daily routine right now? Are you on the ice? Are you in the gym? Are you still, ramping up a little bit? Or when does it become kind of full-blown season preparation?
Yeah, pretty full blown. I mean, obviously, you take a couple weeks off after the season, try to repair the body a bit, and then right back into working out and training. And then now it's been back on the ice for probably 3 weeks, but there was a few, like 1 week there in the middle where I was off. So I guess 2 out of the last 3 weeks, and now it's pretty full tilt on and off the ice. And then obviously the recruiting side's pretty busy right now. The last 2 weeks it's been pretty wild, and I'm sure the next couple are going to be nonstop, which is fun.
I was recently watching an interview with Paul Thompson, and he referenced the fact that Cardiff were dangerous league champions last year and will be dangerous again this season because they bring back core players who know the team and know the culture. I think there's another core player who you want to announce today.
Yeah, this one's awesome. I think a lot of people thought he was going to retire. I kind of got that from the rumor mill of the guys and the fans. So when in the year-end meeting, I asked him, I said, are you done? Like, and what are you talking about? Not even close. So Lane Ulmer, everybody.
Fantastic, Lane Ulmer. I guess starting on that point, because I can see some of the comments coming in now. Lane Ulmer, great player, but is it a year too far, etc. I'm a 35-year-old who struggles to get off the couch. There's obviously a fire still burning in Lane that he feels he can mix it at the highest level.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm guessing it's maybe the same people that were giving him a hard time early last season, and then he obviously showed everyone what he can do, and then some, and he showed us all what a big game player he is, and that's exactly why we brought him in. We brought him in. A big part of it was the experience, a guy that's not going to get phased in those big games, a guy that can perform and just go about his business, be fun in the locker room, just be a real character for us, on the bus, in the room. Also a good sounding board for me, keeping me in check, I guess you could say. And yeah, I mean, he ticks a ton of boxes, and he's getting up there in age, but it's still I wouldn't say it's critical, especially when you look at some of the guys in the NHL and whatnot.
So you talked about the early part of last season when perhaps the scoring production wasn't quite where Lane wanted it, but you always spoke to me, and Jamie Elson spoke to me, just about the intangibles he brings. Similar to when Ale talked to you about Matthew Myers a few weeks ago. Face-off wins, defensive coverage, just being in the right spot. He does a lot of things that maybe go unnoticed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, let's not forget last season there was a major transition. Him and Sean Bentavolio were in Italy for 5-6 years respectively, and the games played a lot different. The games called a lot different, and there was a big adjustment period there. As far as all of his intangibles, yeah, he's got tons. He's good on face-offs. He communicates before face-offs very well. He gets everyone on the same page. In the defensive zone, he's very, very solid. He competes. He's got a little bit of an edge to him. He makes high percentage plays offensively. He's not just turning the puck over left, right, and center. And obviously, we know he's got a quick release, and he's used that, throughout his career to produce year on year.
And I guess, we've gone 6 minutes without talking about it. The second half of the season, the Haddad, Asselin, Ulmer line really did give you that secondary scoring punch, which was so critical in carrying the Devils to the league title.
Yeah, I'd argue they were probably the best line in the league, potentially that last, 20, 30 games or whatever it was. And it was a real dynamic group there. They all complemented each other very well. And I know Lane obviously had a big part in that with his scoring ability and his leadership, and keeping Joe Haddad even keel probably a little bit. And I think he's what we call a bit more of an old school player. You know, he's not very, very low maintenance. Things don't bug him. He doesn't need much in and around the rink. I know the office staff absolutely love him because he doesn't bug them too much, and he just goes about his business the right way, and we love having him here in Cardiff.
You used to hate me asking this, but there was a point last year where the Devils won a lot of games from having to come from behind and conceding the first goal. But what was noticeable from the commentary box was just how calm the bench would always remain, perhaps in comparison to previous years. I'm guessing veteran guys like Lane Allman was a big part of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's great. I mean, I will say on the bench once in a while, yeah, he gets a little bit fired up when things aren't going his way. But I think that that may, be part of spurring him on in those big moments and whatnot. But I'd say over the course of the season, yeah, very composed, goes about his business, just has a real good relationship with the team. And, he definitely brings everyone together.
And you talk about big moments in the second half of last season, and he was involved in a number of them, particularly the game-winning goal in the Challenge Cup final. Ice Arena Wales was wild that day, and when you needed somebody to step up, it was Lane.
Yeah, I love seeing that video and a lot of the pictures of that moment with his hands in the air. I thought it was a cool goal because he was just he was pretty stationary there, and he just snapped it quick, and seeing the place go nuts like that at that time of the game on home ice for our second Challenge Cup in 3 years, it was very special, and I'm sure he's going to bring a few more of those home for us in the upcoming year here.
And going back to the experience he brings, playing in Italy and playing in European competition, I suppose for the CHL, as you say, he's someone you can bounce ideas off.
Yeah, I'd argue him and Benty will really enjoy that style of play. A little bit more wide open, a little bit more puck possession, and yeah, it'll be good. I think they've been in those situations before in not that format per se, but definitely against other countries and whatnot. So yeah, we'll lean on them for sure.
And just to conclude, Andrew, I'm not sure whether you're looking around the league right now. Caliber of players coming in, the way the teams are developing. What's your thoughts right now?
Looks good. Looks really good. Yeah, it's definitely competitive, and then some. I think it's amazing how two new teams can really shuffle things up a bit, and it's raised everyone's game. I think a couple of the new coaches as well is pretty interesting. A couple real veterans, obviously Edinburgh there, a guy that's been everywhere, unbelievable resume, really. I can't wait to coach against him. And obviously Braehead's new coach, he's fairly new to coaching, but unbelievable resume as well. I'm sure he's going to bring a wealth of experience, and I bet both those guys have a lot of contacts as far as recruitment side of things. So, even Guilford and Milton Keynes look like they're really doing a great job. So, it's gonna be one heck of a season. It seems to just keep getting better and better every year.
And in terms of that season, the first round of fixtures meetings recently took place. Did you give your input to Todd Kelman, or is that something you leave completely to the GM?
Definitely leave preseason to Todd. Yeah, I like it. I think he knows kind of what I like and what we need, and we've done it for a few years now, and he's obviously done it for a lot of years. And yeah, I think we got a good setup there with the preseason, and then obviously the league. It'll be good. I thought our schedule was great last season. I know this year a few more games in the regular season, and then obviously the CHL mixed in there. It's going to make it a little bit tougher, but I think we got a good handle on things, especially with the core group we have. We're used to the travel, and we take good, we go the extra mile as far as preparation and whatnot.
Well, Andrew, the countdown to the 13th of August continues. It gets ever closer, but for now, as ever, thanks for joining us on IceTime.TV.
Thanks so much.